Hey everyone, welcome to another Throwback Thursday. I know it's been a while. Unfortunately, the power is out because we're having severe storms here, and I'm seriously thinking about getting a backup generator. I can't stand this anymore, honestly. Last summer it was the same thing. It was sweating. You know, it felt like 100 degrees because of the humidity. And, yeah. As you guys know, the tree went down in my yard, destroyed a bunch of power lines. That Cosmo. So, yeah, here we are again. Same bullshit. So, if anybody knows a good, cheap model, where to get it, that would be great. So, I guess we'll get right into it. This is Wrathful Chaos, 5 books of satanic philosophy. I have to say, okay, so the name is Ariok. This book is now out of print, by the way. It's extremely rare and hard to get. Came out in 2015. So I will say this right away. I learned that there was another shell on the cliff off that let's see, where are the different symbols? I personally think that the seals could be better than they are, but so Cathariel, let's see, broken ones. So he says that he believes that, like, Moloch is technically Cathariel and not Thamiel. Thamiel is made up of Moloch and Satan, typically. For me, it's Lucifer, but that's my own system. And I thought that was pretty interesting, how he kind of split Thamiel there. I'd never heard of that before. So I think it's well written. Surprisingly, it doesn't have a lot of typos like you would expect from something printed by Lulu. A lot of self-published stuff typically isn't well edited. Surprisingly, this was pretty edited well. The font is a little big, but like I said, I'm not really impressed with the sigils. I think the sigils could be better. God, I am sweating right now, guys. He does a pretty good job talking about what anti-cosmic means and the different paths to dealing with it. And he talks about the coils of Apophis, which is having to do with the tunnels of Set, which, that reminds me, hold on. I should have grabbed this before I started this. I apologize. I am going to get the very first book that was ever written about the clip-off. So hold on. Damn it. I was going to try to go to Virginia tomorrow. I don't know if I can now. I don't know when I can get some sleep. I mean, but you can just hear the thunder out there. Night Side of Eden is probably the first book ever written on the cliff off by Kenneth Grant here. And just to kind of show you guys what the tunnels of Set are. These are the characters for the different beings that rule the tunnels. The tunnels are... Let's see here, he's got a diagram here. So, the tunnels are located around here, and these are the branches, basically, that connect the shells. So, he is the first author to really discuss this, and he's got all of them in individual chapters here, where he really dissects them. And I believe he's got an Apophis serpent graphic here too in his book. Now some background on Apophis. Apophis was a serpent of chaos in Egyptian lore. Set slew him, but basically he's locked in an eternal battle with the gods. And, yeah, so he's got this here. And so going back to this, so he's got these names here. These are the same beings. That shows you guys the characters. And he's got the location of where they would be located on Apophis. So they are, according to him, the poles of Apophis is how he puts it. Kind of similar to what Kenneth Grant says. He also redesigns the Tree of Death here. As you can see, it looks like a right side up pentagram. His reasoning for making pentagrams right side up is that he believes that it's profane. It's mockery to turn it upside down and make it more into a Baphomet. So the misanthropic Luciferian order would have this inverted, for example. His argument is, why mock it? Instead, he breaks the pentagram where the genitals are, basically. And he does this because it symbolizes man's liberation. So man falls through this hole, and thus liberates. Basically, it symbolizes the spirit coming out of the flesh, is the way he made this. But this is, according to the MLO, this is the 11-pointed pentagram, basically. And it often symbolizes Azerati, which is a name for the unknowable God, the unknown God. So I had touched on this a little bit when I talked about the Citra Aqua book. Then he goes into some weird demon language here. So language of demons, robbery, yeah. So he also talks about the zodiac corresponding with the different beings. Again, he's got these very simple sigils for the different rulers. Really nothing impressive. But, the younger both, yeah. So I also have this on PDF. If any of you guys want a free copy of this, you can hit me up. Just send me an email. Because this book is out of print, basically. One of the things that I thought was cool was at the end of the book here, he talks about a divination method they came up with where you take wooden blocks and you put these different sigils on them, and then you toss them and piece them together in the form of a cross, basically, and it gives you a certain outlook of what it is that it's telling you. But yeah, there are some interesting things in this book that people might find interesting for many reasons. But that's a pretty good explanation of what Chaosophy is. He talks about when a person accomplishes all that they could on Earth, suicide is a ritual, basically. There's also another system that kind of celebrates the self-euthanasia of your life, and that is Tantra. Sometimes in Tantra, it's not unusual for people to off themselves when they no longer feel like they can accomplish anything more on Earth. So, I mean, I firmly believe that anti-cosmic Satanism is probably the Western equivalence to Tantra. I mean, they're very close in many ways. They're both kind of about breaking boundaries, breaking, the chains of moral limitation that is imposed on you in society. So, yeah, I mean, in conclusion, this is a pretty good book. So, like I said, if you guys want this on PDF, I do happen to have a copy of it on my computer. I can email it to people. Just hit me up on email and I can see if I can send it to you guys. But yeah, I mean, I have to say he's not very thorough about how to open the clip off, but he does a pretty good job in his own way. I mean, he's got his own system for sure. But yeah. Anyway, I plan on doing a compilation of all of my MLO books and all the anti-cosmic writings, where I'm gonna kind of show you guys like all the different books that are available. I had done a video before of the Black Flame, which came out in Fall of Man. Fall of Man is no more. It's actually long out of print. All the books that they released are extremely hard to get now, because the publishing house actually went out of business, unfortunately. But the good news is that book is actually back in print. Miskatonic Books, the online bookseller, just repressed it, so. But yeah, I've been so busy lately, so, yeah, that's why it's been a while since I've done one of these episodes. But, yeah. And I have no idea where my cat Jerry is. He's afraid of thunder, so he's probably under the bed or under a couch or something. Cosmo's fine with thunder, but Jerry's. Oh. Actually, Jerry's on the floor. Never mind. He's on the floor. He's just hanging out. But anyway, if you guys liked this review of Wrathful Chaos, hit like and subscribe. Thank you.